Good morning, everyone. Hey, it's Lori. We are gathering up for an amazing masterclass today. I want to say thank you so much in advance for joining me. I hope you're amazing. I hope you have coffee in hand and all the good things. And I hope you enjoy this brand new class that I have created for you guys. Come on in, say hello when you get here. I am excited to go on this little adventure with you on how to become unwavering. You know, I have been coaching for a lot of years, 20 some years, and I realized that I come a lot with, so many, I'm a bit of a wordsmith. And so over the years, I have used this word unwavering so often. Raise your hand if you've heard me talk about becoming unwavering in other classes, in the academy, etc., etc. But it's like this notion of really becoming unwavering. And I want to just dive into that a little bit today, because it's like, well, how do I become unwavering? What do I need to learn to become, unwavering in my life? And when you think of unwavering, tell me in the chat below, like, what comes up for you? How does unwavering feel? What would it look like? How would you embody this emotion, this essence, this energy? How would you feel if you felt like I am unwavering? And as I explore personal transformation with all of you, as I explore doing this deeper work with you that really shifts your energy so that you can become more in alignment and create more of the life you want to live, create more of your desires. I'm constantly being pulled back to some of these concepts, which are, just like today, unwaveringness, how to be unwavering. So let me know if this resonates with you, if you need this in your life, because what I know is that, to become unwavering for me, it's to be strong and it's to be steady, and it's not just steady and strong as a person. Like, it's not just, I can handle a lot. Unwavering isn't, I can just handle a lot. Unwavering is, I'm steady and I'm strong and I'm committed and I'm fierce and I lead with love and I'm powerful beyond measure and I have belief in that power. But it's hard to sometimes get there, and it's hard to know what to lean into. So I want to talk about some ways that you can choose to become unwavering and some things that you can work on today, and certainly some things that you can start to learn that can activate a better frequency. So not only is unwavering energy a feeling, it is also a divine frequency. And for me, when I make the choice, which is every single day, to be in unwaveringness, to be unwavering in my energy. When I make that choice, I am, and I know this for sure, incredibly magnetic. So what that means is that I come with an energy that really, when you shift, life shifts. So raise your hand if this is you, because if you can relate to this, because in my life, I've been a person who, I always tell you guys, I have a PhD in unworthiness, and that's not a bad thing because I learned so much over the years. But there was a time when I wasn't very unwavering, and it felt like I needed a lot of approval from others to feel, accepted. I needed to kind of fly under the radar, to not upset the status quo. I needed to give my power away. I oftentimes, and I hate even saying this, I was just telling Tim a story the other night how, I grew up in social work, while I built my coaching practice, and I felt like so often I was like a doormat, and I hate that feeling looking back. I'm like, that spins me out even to focus on that story. But I want you to know that, I wasn't feeling too unwavering. In fact, I felt like not only could I never find my groundedness, because being unwavering is so grounded in self, But I really felt like, I don't know, a bit beat up by the world, a bit beat up by my relationships, a bit beat up by people who intimidated me, And I didn't have a real strong voice. I didn't listen to my intuition. I didn't do what was right for me. I was suffering from this virus called, you guys are gonna love the Lauriism on this one, but I was suffering from this virus called overaccommodation. And here's the thing, I couldn't stand in my power. I couldn't stand in my most powerful shoes as the creator of my reality. And I certainly was not unwavering. There were times when, and like I said, to dig this up just makes me cringe. But here's the thing, I became unwavering. So I want to hold a light for you today because I can really relate. But, there was a time when I was like, I don't know what I want. I don't even know what my own opinion is. I don't even know what I like, right? And that was because my energies were so focused on the outside of myself than on the inside of myself. It was like, I don't know, who am I? I guess I could call myself kind of a chameleon. And not that being able to relate to everyone, and that is a gift that I have, but there was this who really am I in my own frequency? And it wasn't until I learned and started choosing this frequency of unwaveringness, that I began to really heal myself through the act of self-love, but also change my life, because actually what happened is it changed my frequency. So over time, I didn't feel like I was so beat up and chewed up and spit out by life. I felt like I had a strong sense of what I wanted. I started listening to my intuition. I started loving myself fiercely, right? I started standing in my goddess power. I started rising. I started doing things for me. I started putting myself first. I started, feeling the benefit of healing those patterns that put everyone before me, right? And I decided to put myself first. A little bit, it felt selfish at first, and it moved to feeling selfful. But I started to shift that, and I started to really immerse myself in the vibration of what that looked like and heal that part of me so that I could feel wholeness. And when you choose to be unwavering, because here's the thing, I want to tell you a little bit about the frequency of unwaveringness, and tell me if this resonates with you. Because so many of the women that I work with have suffered from the overaccommodation virus or the lack of self-love virus, and we can't find ourselves, And so the journey to find yourself is amazing, and the journey back to the relationship with yourself is amazing, and the journey to manifestation through that path is amazing, because what we end up having is not only a sense of unwavering self. Do I know what I want today? Yes. Do I know what my intuition is telling me? Absolutely. Do I understand the unfolding of my path, and do I ignite that? Yes. So it's like we come to this activation in our daily life, which translates beautifully to, guess what? A divine, crystalline, beautiful frequency. And when I am vibing in unwaveringness, I create more of what I want, more of my reality, and more truly of the connection to my most highest connected self. So unwavering, I say that word all the time, but here's what I want you to know. Unwaveringness is, number one, a divine energy, a divine frequency. Can you imagine just for a minute, let me just bring you to what that feels like for a second. Feel the energy of unwavering, right? Grounded, rooted, steady, strong. Oh my gosh, fierce, graceful, loving, powerful, unwavering. And when you become unwavering, so does your energy, so does your frequency. And imagine what you manifest from that strength of self. So people say, you're talking about self-love all the time. And I'm like, yeah, because the frequency of yourself is really your first vibration. So to become unwavering is to honor that. To become that grounded is to honor you. And it's a form of self-love in every way. So unwaveringness, feel this. It's a divine frequency. It is a divine frequency. And when you tap into something so powerful, you start to resonate differently. And I trust that most of you kind of get the law of attraction by the time you hit me. I tend to attract people who are already aware of the laws of attraction or the laws of the universe. But here's the thing, as we radiate, as we resonate, as we feel, as we vibrate, we interact with that divine field of consciousness, right? And we call back to us that which we're vibing. And when we are unwavering, imagine what you are calling back to yourself as your first vibration. So it's really powerful, you guys, and I hope this helps you kind of get around this. But I am such a I hold such space for the strength of you, for the vibration of you, for the becoming of you. I want to just give you a whiff today and give you some ideas about how to become a bit more unwavering in your life, because it is a divine frequency that calls forth a different kind of life when you're there. It's amazing. So I want you to remember a couple things just as I kick this off. It's a divine frequency. Number 2, it's a choice. So there is a bit of a choice here. I want you to remember you're at choice, and you can choose unwavering. You can choose it. It isn't something that you can't choose, or it isn't something that is unavailable to you, I should say. It's a choice. And sometimes it's I just need to open myself up for a minute, that I can activate this frequency of unwavering, and I can actually get so grounded, so strong, so in my power, that I can actually change my life. So I want you to remember that you can. So it seems like this vibration is so far away from you, and it really, really isn't. It just starts with leaning into, I'm at choice here. I have been, affected by the circumstances of my life for so long. It's time to reclaim my own power. That is an amazing, amazing thing. So, hello, my love. Oh, look. Okay, so Tim just delivered me the winner of my drawing today, and I'm gonna wait and tell you in a little bit. He's so cute, he puts it with hearts and love. Okay, so the little glimmer of who that is. All right, but I want to finish this train of thought. It is a choice, and you can go there, and it's amazing, okay? So to be unwavering is also a form of amazing self-love, okay? Amazing self-love. Like I said, I'm talking about it all the time. Self-love, true, divine, immersed self-love. Even for you to show up with me today is in the name of self-love and appreciation, I'm gonna show up to myself, and it's a powerful form of self-love. So I want you to know that. The next thing I want you to know, the 4th thing, is really that unwavering as a defined frequency is a match to courage, and it's a match to bravery, and it's a match to stepping up. And I don't know about you, but every time I've said, all right, goddess, it's time to pull up your bootstraps. Listen, sister. I like to tease myself. You guys know how I speak, but it's listen, sister, it's time to get unwavering. Your vibration, your energy, your frequency is determined by you. So let's get courageous today. We can go farther than we think. The ego and the mind hold us back from all of it, and I'd much rather create my reality from courageousness, from my bravery, and from this soft sense of fierce grace that pulls me forward, that says, look, circumstance does not dictate my life or what my future will look like. I do. And I'm going to do that from a place of unwavering courageousness. And I want to invite you to do that too. So just remember, part of what I do, you guys, is try to help you wake up and remember who you are. It's so important that we do, because where we operate from most of the time, oftentimes, is this sense of reality gets the best of me, and I have to just deal. I don't know if you've ever felt that way, but I have to just deal with what I've been doled out. And this is a call not to do that, because unwavering frequency, unwavering vibration, it doesn't hold any of that. So I want to just invite you to that. So unwaveringness is also a willingness to put yourself first in the name of self-love, right? But it's a willingness to really start putting yourself first, because you can't get unwavering when the rest of the world is your priority, because your cup runs empty and you find yourself with not enough gas in the tank. And I unfortunately know this way too well. There's not enough gas in the tank to sustain a vibration. So unwavering comes with some points right off the bat. So talk to me a little bit about how this is feeling, and if you need to hear this, because it's like a call back to who you really are, and it's really a call to rise. So tell me if you need to hear this. And you know what's crazy is, like, you know, I always talk about these gateways. You know, this is like some starting points for you just to like wake back up, right? Just to get re-engaged with the process and with the journey, and to take, you know, something away today. Be thinking about what you're taking away today, because I'd love to hear it, by the way. So tell me what you're taking away. I'd love to hear, what is my takeaway as I'm going right now? All right. See, Paige, hello. Absolutely needed to hear this. Aw, you're welcome. All right. So where can you take this energy, you know? And I like to look at it like, you know, where are the openings? You know, where can I take this energy? Because when I examine, or when I look at, or I imagine where I can go with it, it opens up a possibility on the other end. So there are really like 5 big spots that I want you to learn to become really unwavering in your life. And if you feel like you can't become unwavering in that, can you turn that down a little bit, babe? Whoops. If you feel like you can't become unwavering in that, that's okay. It just gives you like a place to lean in. Okay? So open up today, just like open up your heart to like this frequency of unwavering and what it might be if you held yourself there. So number 1, I want you to feel into being unwavering in your relationship with yourself, okay? So oftentimes I can look back at my own life, you know, before I started doing some of this deeper work, but I can look back at my own life and be like, you know, were you really, really unwavering in your relationship of self? You know, was I really, really there? And if I had to be, you know, if I had to like be honest, I would be like, obviously no, based on everything I told you already this morning, but like, obviously no. And if I'm honest, even today, sometimes I look at that and I go, you know what, I still, because I'm human, have room to improve on that. And you guys would say, but Lori, you teach this every day, and aren't you a master of that? Yeah. And I'd be like, yeah, I am. And part of my self-love is to like acknowledge my humanness sometimes and pull myself back to my unwaveringness, pull myself back to my goddessness, pull myself back to the frequency of self-love, because we can all go to that place where we get sticky, right? Or we go back to old patterns, or we go back to, we slip back, you know, into the old noise of, you know, maybe I have to put everybody else first, or maybe I have to overaccommodate, or maybe I have to fix everything, or maybe I have to take care of everything, or maybe, right? So I want you to like really look at your relationship with yourself and ask myself, like, am I at the best relationship for myself right now? And is there room to grow in that? Because learning to have that relationship, especially through the frequency, and I'm an energy girl, so I talk frequency because the universe is frequency. And when we look at ourselves as frequency, I can teach you like how to manifest from that field even better. we have this association like with who we are as frequency, who we are as soul, who we are as spirit, who we are as love. And when we develop the relationship with ourselves through that, I can more easily teach you how to be a vibrational match to the life you want to live that you call forth from the field. So I want you to think about leaning into this relationship with myself. How can I deepen this relationship with myself? And how can I start loving myself more fully? And where am I holding myself back from loving myself more fully? You know? So it could be quite simply in, are you getting enough sleep? Are you taking care of your body? Are you taking care of yourself emotionally? It could be some of the simple things, and it could also be some of the deeper things. So I want to just give that to you because that creates a frequency of unwaveringness when you go there. That's really first and foremost. I would start you there. Secondly, am I unwavering in, I call this quantum perspectives, okay? So there's me loving me, and then there's this thing called my entire belief system that I really create my life from, right? Think about what you believe and imagine that those beliefs create an energy, they create a frequency, and that frequency energetically is dancing, with the field of consciousness. Whether you know it or not, you're creating, right? I said to you this last Monday, no matter what, I create. If you missed Monday, go back and watch Monday. But I had this list of no matter what's, right? So no matter what, I'm creating. But am I willing to be unwavering in my belief system? And that means, am I looking at where I'm limited? Am I looking at my limits? Am I looking at what's in my way? Am I willing to choose a quantum perspective, an unwavering quantum perspective that says perhaps, wow, I actually might be wrong here. What if everything was possible? What if I could think something differently? Okay, what if I could believe something different about the way it is, the way that I think it is, and what would open up for me from that point, right? So if you look at life and you think that it's a certain way and that you believe that it's a certain way, it typically will be a certain way. And we were having this conversation the other day about limitations and the way that it appears, right? We were having a look at, this is so funny, data, for example. And we were deciding that while data in business was wonderful, and it gave us information potentially about what you guys want or where we're headed or what's working and what's not working, we were like, the data doesn't necessarily dictate the magic. So we have to be careful with our observation of what we think is. And I want to have you look at some of the things that you're thinking and some of the thoughts that you are holding. Some of you believe, and I know that I've been there, you're not worthy of having it all. And I want to have you look at, whoa, that's a belief. Does that serve me? Or it could be something simple, let me grab something that I have an example of that's recent. Like in the manifestation of love. Who in here is manifesting love? In the manifestation of love, I was having a conversation with someone not just this last week, and the undercurrent was finding the love of my life is like finding a needle in a haystack. And I'm like, oh, really? That is hard. Or finding the love of my life isn't going to happen because 1, 2, 3, fill in the blank. Or finding the love of my life isn't going to happen, or it's because all the good ones are taken. And so I want you to take a look at your belief system and ask, is that a kind of belief system that is unwavering? Is it and you can be, and trust me, you can be unwavering in your limits. My mom used to say to me, Lori Jean, are you arguing for your limitations? And I'd be like, yes, but I don't want to admit it. So sometimes we're arguing for our limitations, and I want you to ask yourself, does being unwavering in the arguing of your limits, does that work for you? Or would you prefer to be unwavering in your frequency of your limitlessness? So be leaning into that, all right? First and foremost. Okay. Number 3. Let me see. 1, 2. Just a moment with my numeric system. Okay, so number 3. This is a bit more about self-love, but I want to speak to this energy of being unwavering in showing up. Okay? And your choice to show up to yourself really truly in these ways. But if I said to you, what would it be like to really show up? What would it be like to really show up for yourself even today? So I don't want you to think about starting to show up. I want you to think about showing up. And I know that I just said lean into these things, but I really want you to feel the energetic shift that says, I'm going to show up for myself today. I'm going to show up for myself today, unwaveringly. It is a powerful energy, even if you don't know how, even if the roots aren't healed, even if you haven't done it much. I want you to just feel for a minute what it would be like to say, write it in the chat. There's some power in the script of this. Write this down. I am going to show up for myself today, unwaveringly. Unwaveringly. What would that be like? How would it feel? What can you imagine that you called forth from the fields? Do you think a synchronicity may land on your doorstep today? It would. And that's just opening the gateways. I want you to imagine what it might be like to actually open those gateways, fully, unwaveringly, because the floodgates are possible. And I've seen true magic happen when you show up unwaveringly with so much strength and bravery and courageousness and fierceness, with a willingness to be like, yeah, I'm not settling anymore. Feel that energy. And if it feels like, as we talk about frequency, there's an energy that says, I am going to show up for me today unwaveringly. And it's beautiful and it's soft and it's fierce and it's certain. And I just love it so much. And it's courageous and it's no matter what. And then there's that one that says, I've got to show up for myself. And I guess I have to whip myself into shape. Not that. Not that. So lean into it, goddesses, softly and fiercely and beautifully in the name of self-love, because the choice to show up today, Saturday, right? Saturday. The choice to show up today, if you're watching this and it's not Saturday, I should take those markers out. If you're watching this and it's Monday, say Monday. But, the choice there can bring beautiful shifts to you. What would you do? How would you be? What would you think? What would you say? So I want you to be unwavering in that. Number 4. Okay. Number 4. How does it feel to say that? I love that you guys put this down. Yay! Okay. I love this. I love this. I love this. Okay. Number 4. I want you to feel into this. Be unwavering in your dance with the field of consciousness. Be unwavering in your dance with the universe. We forget that the universe is right there as the most powerful creative tool, the most powerful creative partner, the most powerful creative field that we are one with. We forget that we have access. So, right now, you have access. What do you want? Well, let's create that. You have access. You, in fact, are connected. You, in fact, are one with it. So what are you going to do about that? How can you be unwavering in your dance with the field of consciousness? And it might be some of the things we've already talked about. It might be I'm going to show up. It might be I'm going to develop my relationship with myself. It might be that I'm going to take a look at my belief system. And it might be I'm going to take a look at the vision for my life that I'm laying down on the field of consciousness with my very thought, with my very mind, with my very heart. And I'm going to shift into focusing on something that I desire so much and healing myself in such a way that I powerfully dance with the field of consciousness, that I powerfully dance with this amazing universe and law of attraction, and that when I say unwavering, it means that I choose to be there more often than not. And you guys hear me say that a lot in the teachings. It's more often than not. That's what it means to be unwavering. If you go there, I'm going to vision my life, and I only do it on New Year's Eve. And I'm going to only create my reality when, by the way, I'm stuck. We're not being unwavering in our dance with the field. We're not being unwavering, and we're not honoring ourselves as conscious creators. And we're certainly not honoring the, oh my God, divine source that's here to dance with us every single day. And all we have to do is show up. So I want you to feel into, I'm going to be unwavering in my dance with the universe and show up as much as the universe does. So do you think the universe is unwavering in its dance with you? Yes. Do you think this is like pinchy kind of reality, but do you think the universe is like, I'm really not into it today. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm believing it today. No, the universe is like, look, I have unwavering frequency and I have unwavering belief in you. And are you willing to deliver that back? So are you unwavering in your dance with this beautiful universe? Number five, are you unwavering in how you hold you? Are you unwavering in how you hold you as a powerful creator? Are you willing to be unwavering in the rise and the becoming of you? Because here's the thing, we are so human, and we can choose to be unwavering and step up, step in, and rise. We can be unwavering in the becoming, or we can not be unwavering in the becoming. Sometimes I look at it like, this work is like a practice, and this work is breath work, and this work is like meditation. This work is like yoga. This work is like, maybe it's going to the gym, but it's a practice. And we have to not only show up to it, but show up to it and make a choice to become, make a choice to rise, and make a choice to, really lean into, how am I holding myself? Am I holding myself up and saying it's time to rise? Or am I holding myself down, continually to spiral down, continually in self-criticism, continually in self-judgment? Like, where am I? And am I holding myself as this sacred, amazing being? I always say you are crystalline, amazing light beings, right? Am I holding myself there? So you can't rise, you can't become, and you can't hold yourself in a way, right, that isn't a vibrational match to what you're creating. So if you're, that doesn't even, let me rephrase that just a little bit. So you can't hold yourself down enough to create the reality that you want to create. You can't stunt your own becoming enough to create that which you want to create. So, we really have to make a choice to turn that around. Can I be unwavering in my becoming? Can I be unwavering in how I choose to hold me? And can I be unwavering in my choice to rise today and become more of the highest expression of myself? Yes, I can. Yeah, I absolutely can. And it's like when we get to this place where we're actively engaged, it isn't something that falls upon you. It's something that you choose, right? It's something that you choose. I want to take you back. It's something that you choose. It's a form of self-love. It's courage and bravery. You feel me on this? And it's a willingness to put yourself first in all of these ways. And that's why I teed us up that way, because I wanted you to feel like your power here, Unwavering is a choice, and unwavering is steady. And unwavering is consistent. And even if you waver, that's okay. You just bring yourself back to unwavering, and you activate the frequency of that. So tell me, everybody, I would love to know your takeaways I would love to know your takeaways. I would love to know what resonates with you today. I would love to know, I always deliver all kinds of points for you to take, but I would like for you to like take a look and say, what am I willing to embrace? 1 shift, 2 shifts, 3 shifts, am I all of it? Like, what am I willing to embrace? So when you lean into an energy, when you lean into and you start asking yourself some of these questions and start actually taking a deeper look at your life and yourself and how you're operating and your frequency, when you start entertaining that, sometimes you come up with some blocks. And especially as it relates to self, because we get kind of this whiff of, holy smokes, I keep creating the same thing because I haven't allowed myself to change. And I don't want you to feel like when you get up against looking at that and you see the challenges, I just want you to remember to be like really soft and kind. And yes, be unwavering in your choice to make the shift, but don't beat up on yourself because you're not there yet. Part of the human condition is we say, I should be there already and I'm not. Or you say, how many coaches do I have in the house here? Or how many light workers? Lots of you. You say, I should know this already and I'm not there. And so it becomes not an unwavering vibration. It becomes this like, I'm not there yet and I should be. And it becomes like this down spiral of judgment. So just go into this being like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I can make this choice to be unwavering. And I have permission to not even for a second self-criticize where I am, judge myself for where I am. No, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And from here, I get to make a different choice to dial up the frequency that I am. And I can dial up the frequency of being like truly, truly unwavering in such a way that loves me hard, loves me more, and helps like clear the noise in my vibration that keeps me blocked from that which I want to manifest in my life. Does that make sense? So be easy and be soft as you look at these things, but also be like, I am going to show up. I'm going to do it differently this time. And when I fall off the vibrational wagon, so to speak, that I pull myself back a little bit at a time, 1 step at a time. And sometimes it's like, whoa, maybe I'm just gonna like step in because I'm done going slow. But either way, go easy on yourself because we are not perfect and you're not meant to be, but you are meant to expand and you are meant to be fierce and you are meant to be graceful and you are meant to like create through love. You are meant to become like this amazing radiant self and you are meant to manifest your desire. Absolutely, 100%. You are meant to manifest your dream. You are meant to clear the way to the manifestation of the life that you want to live and the you want to become, for sure. So I want to give you a bunch of permissions to lean into that however you want to and however fast you'd like to, because you set the speed on that too. All right, raise your hand. Send me some love if this was helpful, if this was powerful, if this gave you, I wanted to give you like, something to help you shift today. I wanted to give you, I wanted to help you like wake up and remember who you are. Goddess is open for registration, as some of you know. And if you're interested in exploring that class with me, I would love to have you. Just write #Goddess in the chat below. We're going to be doing this and much more. So Goddess will be 7 sessions plus 1 surprise session, and it's going to be amazing. If I don't say so myself, I am so excited. This class has been brewing for the last year inside of me and with my guidance, and there will be so much shift happening that I can't even tell you. So anyway, if you want to learn more about Goddess, I will send you the link and connect, just #Goddess, and we'll send it over. All right. Keep the conversation going, please. We love to like really feel into like what your needs are, where you're at, if this was helpful, how you're going to use this, all the things. Like, let me know where you want to take this. I'd be excited to hear. So hashtag goddess if you want to connect with me and explore goddess. I'm super excited. So have a wonderful and blessed weekend, everyone. I love you all very much, and I can't wait to see you next week. Okay, see you soon. Bye for now.